Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I hope everyone is doing well at home. I am also fine. I am Abu Zafar Al Zahid, lecturer in ICT Rajuk Uttara Model College. Welcome to our video lecture. In this video lecture, I will discuss Chapter 1 Introducing ICT from ICT Book of Class 6. In our previous video lecture, we have covered Lesson 1, 2, 3 and 4. In this video lecture, we will discuss lesson 5, 6, 7 and 8. Lesson 5. The uses of information and communication technology. In our previous video lecture, we have discussed two examples of information and communication technology. In this lecture, we will discuss the uses of ICT in some other fields, like in the field of education, in the field of treatment, the use of ICT in the field of science and research, the use of ICT in the field of agriculture, and in the environment and weather. The uses of ICT in the field of education. ICT equipment can be used in teaching. Various ICT equipments are nowadays used in as teaching materials like projector, multimedia projector, e-book, virtual classroom, and here is a picture which is showing that students are using computers for their educational purposes. In this picture, we can see that a student is using a smartboard in the classroom. Nowadays, CDs and DVDs are used in learning process. Various books contain CDs and DVDs for giving student a clear picture or clear information or a video of the book. Nowadays, multimedia projector are used in classrooms so that students get a clear view of the slide or the lecture that teacher is giving. Nowadays, students can collect a book which is not available in library. In future, all books will preserve a ebook format in internet so that whenever they want, they can download it from the internet. At present, you can download your textbooks from NCTB website as a PDF format. Nowadays, students from long distances can attend in virtual classroom. In this corona situation, you cannot go to school, but you can attend in classroom by staying at home by using Zoom and various other applications. ICT is also used vastly in the field of treatment. Various ICT devices are used for diagnosing or detecting diseases. Telemedicine is a great example of ICT in the field of treatment. Nowadays, all of you have heard about telemedicine. In this corona situation, Bangladesh government has started telemedicine to treat the COVID patients and many other patients from staying at home so that uh, they don't need to go to the hospital. Various ICT devices or computer devices are used to store patient information, and from this information we can analyze about the treatment procedure and the disease. When patients get their medical services over telephone, it is called telemedicine. Nowadays, Bangladesh government has started telemedicine service by calling 333 or 16263. We can get treatment of various diseases from staying at home. The use of ICT in the field of science and research. Perhaps ICT is used the most in this sector. Scientists can now easily conduct many complex research works by the help of ICT. Scientists of our country also used ICT when they discovered the genome sequence of jute. ICT is also used vastly in the field of agriculture. Our country is mainly an agricultural country. Bangladesh is becoming self-sufficient in food by using modern cultivation methods. In this field, ICT is working to the benefits of our farmers. Programs on agriculture are being broadcasted on radio and television. New websites have been made on internet on agriculture. Our farmers can even have the solution to their agricultural related problems through mobile phones. You may have heard that by dialing 2474, farmers can sell their products. You may have heard about eKrishi. This is the website where farmer can get various information of cultivation and farming so that they can have the knowledge of the present technologies of farming. Again, ICT is also used in the field of environment and weather. There was a time when many people would die due to the storms in our country. In 1970, about 500,000 of people died in devastating cyclonic storms in our country. But nowadays, the death rate in the storm has come down because we can now get the advanced news of rain and storm from weather forecast by the help of ICT. Again, the coastal people can be warned through radio and television. Lesson 6. Describe the uses of ICT in the field of advertising and mass media, publication, banking, and business and culture. ICT is also used in the field of advertising and mass media. We all know about advertising, but what is mass media? Radio, television, newspaper, or online news are called mass media. These things have developed a lot in today's world. We not only get any news from any corner of the world, but also get the video of the incident through mass media. These have become possible only for the use of ICT in this field. Again, ICT is also used in the field of publication. New books are given to every student by government in our country. The number of these books is about 35 crores. Such a great number of books with correct and attractive materials can be published by only using ICT. Besides, by the help of ICT, published books are kept on the website so that anybody can download them at any moment. For example, you can download any textbook from NCTV website. I hope you all know the address of NCTV website. It is www.nctv.gov.bd. The uses of ICT in banking services. There was a time when a man had to go to the specific branch of his bank to withdraw money. Now we do not need to do that. The banks that have online services now allow the account holders to deposit and collect money from any of the branches. Not only this, one can withdraw money at any moment by using ATM cards. Mobile banking is also popular in Bangladesh. Nowadays, many people use mobile banking system which totally depends on ICT. bKash, Nagad, Rocket, these are the popular mobile banking service provider in Bangladesh. They use vastly the ICT devices to provide mobile banking service to their clients. ICT is also largely used in business and cultural sector. There was a time when 26 pictures were needed to make a 1 second cartoon movie, today the labor of doing this has greatly been minimized by the use of ICT. Not only this, sometimes animation pictures are made in such a way that they seem to be real. ICT is also largely used in business. Nowadays, various video conferencing has been done in business by ICT devices. In this picture, we can see that there is a presentation in business meeting. It is possible due to the use of projector, which is a ICT device. ICT can be used in other fields like e-commerce, e-governance, law enforcement department like police, defense, industries, transport, and communication. E-commerce means electronic commerce. Basically, it is the activity of electronically buying or selling of products on online services or over the internet. So, e-commerce totally depends on ICT. Without ICT, we cannot think about e-commerce. In Bangladesh, Daraz, Picabo are the popular e-commerce website. We cannot think these websites without the use of ICT. E-governance means electronic governance. The application of electronic or digital method in the government administration is called e-governance. So we cannot think the e-governance without the use of ICT devices. It totally depends on ICT. Law enforcement department or police nowadays use ICT in order to enforce law or get the location of the criminal or to solve new cases. Defense like Army, Navy or Air Force use ICT devices to protect our country from external threats. Air Force uses various ICT technologies or devices like radars to protect the air area of our country. Industries or mill factories nowadays use ICT devices greatly. They uses various ICT devices to manage their inventories or in the marketing process. Nowadays, marketing process is totally dependent on ICT devices. ICT is also used in transport system. Nowadays, every transport system has GPS tracker. By using this GPS tracker, we can track our vehicle where it is located. ICT is also used in the field of communication. This field depends greatly on ICT devices. Nowadays, we can communicate with our friends instantly by using various ICT devices. The use of ICT devices in the field of communication has changed this field totally. CC camera or closed circuit camera, which is used in security surveillance. It is an ICT device. It controls crime when we use CC camera. Lesson 7 and 8 discusses about the significance of information and communication technology. We can make our lives much easier by using ICT. Tasks that earlier used to take a long time to finish were dull and uninteresting can now be completed in the twinkling of an eye with the help of ICT. The time thus saved can be used in performing the works of joy and pleasure. So people of this time are very efficient in doing works and they can do many things within a short time. We can not only make our lives easy by using ICT, we can also change the condition of our country. petroleum, iron mine or gold mine, large mill factories, etc., were once considered as the main resources of the world. So the countries with a lot of these were treated to be rich countries. Now this now this idea has completely changed. Now it is thought that knowledge is the best asset of a nation. The country that has educated people, the country where knowledge is practiced, is the most resourceful country. So the country that can collect and analyze information by using ICT is a resourceful country. The door of learning ICT is open to all. The sooner we can learn ICT, the sooner we can build digital Bangladesh and make our country resourceful. Thank you everyone for watching this video lecture. In our next video lecture, we will discuss chapter 2.